All right, guys. We are wrapping up a very great Wednesday. One of the great passions that I'm developing in business is something I'm super happy is becoming a passion because there's a lot of things that could become big passions in business, right? You could have like sales, you could have product, you could have lots of different things that would become like your main thing that you love working on. And what I've been really enjoying more and more, and every time that I get the privilege to onboard a new team member, I get excited about it and just seeing like the team that we're building. Like I went through Slack today and right now we have 21 full-time team members inside of Slack. And I just get like a warm and fuzzy feeling on the inside when I see like all of our team members interacting in Slack, and like one of our team members introduced our new team member today, and then all of our team members were like in that Slack thread, like, oh my gosh, welcome, welcome. And it's just like, it just shows me that we're building a really great culture. And by following the path that's already been laid out and essentially just like the playbooks that are already in existence, we're able to build a really good culture by leading with culture. And the big bet that I'm making long term in the social media space is that the creative directors are not going to be the people that we go pluck from other agencies, or the people who we like, they're like have their own agency and we take them in and we try and poach from other agencies, or like try and get these really high level creative directors. Because creative directors as a whole, I think, are kind of like a little bit pretentious, a little bit like I can't put my finger on the word, but like not the best people to be around most of the time. And I don't like that level of culture that the creative industry has bestowed upon its participants. And I want to take the exact opposite bet and build such a strong creative engine inside of the business to where all we need is someone with a dash of social media experience and who is a fucking dog. And we'll be able to bring them in and train them on our way of doing things. And then they'll be able to beat the pants off of a senior creative director who's been in the game for years, because we've built a system that's so strong. So I'm spending all of my time protecting the culture that we have on the team, because if you're next to a low performer, you're naturally going to become a low performer or just hate your job. But if you're next to a high performer, you have a higher chance of becoming a high performer within the organization. So like, why not just keep it as everyone being high performers? So that's what I'm excited about. So I've been spending a lot of my time keeping the culture as it is and improving it, doing things to invest in our team, bringing on the right people, the right culture fits, but also like really spending a lot of time building the playbooks on how to become an incredible creative director. Like I learned something from a mentor a little while back that really stuck with me. He goes, most people and most companies focus on their customers first. So then they focus on their product and force their team to make a better product so they can serve their customers and put the customer at the center. Versus what he did at his company was flipped it, and it was just like, I just care about the people that are working for me. Like that's my number one care, is like, how can I make these guys' lives awesome to where they're excited to show up to work, work is fun, work is meaningful, work has an impact. And then that's the center that we focus on. Because if we focus on that as the epicenter, we by default have a better product because we have better people working on the product and better people delivering the product. And if we have a better product and better people delivering the product, well, guess what? Clients are happier because they're getting a better result with great people delivering it to them. So that was a switch that I had not an incredibly long time ago, but long enough ago where after executing on a lot of the principles, we've been able to see some fruits of that labor. So today, all that to say, we onboarded a new creative director today and then made an offer to another one as well. So we're bringing on 2 creative directors. We brought on 2 editors last week. So once our next creative director is on board, we'll officially have 22 full-time team members, which is like a blessing, a privilege, a bit of a pressure. But I'm very excited for it. And I feel like we've put in the work to know that we're capable of being here and that we deserve to be here, but we're not taking it for granted. So that was the main thing today. So basically woke up, put together the weekly schedule for our new creative director, did an onboarding with her with the company that placed her on our team. That only took about like 20 minutes because we already had everything like planned out. Like they're going to guide us through like, how to give her logins and access and stuff and like first week of training, and I was like, oh yeah, we kind of already got that. So it was supposed to be an hour long call, ended up going for 20 minutes. And so I did my culture onboarding with her afterwards. We basically go over core values, what it means to be a shark, the kind of clients that we're working with, what's expected, and then basically like all the reasons why it's going to be really hard working here. I found that that's really helpful in interviews and onboarding, where it's like, hey, here, like upfront, blatantly, the things that are going to be difficult about this role and the things that you probably won't like and that will be tough and annoying. Here's what they are. You're cool with those? And if the answer is yes, then it's like, well, what are going to be the things that knock them off track? Wouldn't be something they didn't know was coming. So that was what we did on our second call. And then she went on and did like a 3-hour onboarding with my EA / our head of customer success, where he basically gave her all of the like logins, everything that she needed to get set up, go through a proper onboarding. And then she was doing some studying of the course and then did an English test as well, because we're going to be putting her through an advanced English program. But savage, like really savage, great mentality, great person. And I want to turn her into a social media savage within the next couple months. So that was that. Also this morning I did our onboarding, where we were a client of a very high level editing program called Apex Editors. I believe it's the best editing program for short form content on the market. And I wanted to get access for all of our editors. So I paid a pretty hefty check over to the owner, and we got our own separate portal. So basically all of our editors can log in and consume all of that content, which I think is sick. So we did our onboarding for that, signed the contract, basically said I wouldn't share any of it outside of the editors inside of the portal. And then we got access to it, and our team is stoked about that. And then afterwards, I did our fucking banking. So annoying. Like this move from New York to Arizona has been a huge pain in the ass. And it's not because it's that hard. It's because everything needs to be done during business hours, and you can't just go Rambo anything. You can't, like, it's all like, oh, we got to jump through this hoop, and then it unlocks another hoop that's not able to be unlocked right now. And it's just been very annoying, and it's taken literally months for something that's like in aggregate maybe 4 hours worth of work, which has really been kind of pissing me off. But we completed it today. All the bank accounts got swapped to Arizona. I got my Arizona ID. All of my billing addresses and stuff now say Arizona, even though I've been living here for almost 2 years. So yeah, so that was done. And then afterwards, we worked on our script writing project, which is taking an extra day and is going to get done tomorrow. So yeah, that'll get done tomorrow. I'll submit it to our creative director and then the junior creative director who just got onboarded. I should take a majority of the day tomorrow, and then we'll build our CD ramp up process. Friday will be dedicated to client re-onboarding, which is our last rock for the quarter. And then we'll be good to go. Next week, the bell's going to ring again. We've got a fly out on Tuesday. So I'll fly from here to Montreal on Tuesday, film in Montreal on Wednesday. Thursday, fly from Montreal to New York City. Be there for a couple hours, Uber from New York City to Connecticut, where we'll have our EOS meeting on Friday. And then I'll get to hang out with my mom for a couple days. We'll meet in Connecticut, go back to New York for a little bit, and that'll be fun. I always love seeing my mom. It's the best. Then after that, I'll fly to New Jersey. We'll have a client there, and then I'll get back here to Scottsdale on the 10th. So that's what we've got ahead of us. Big week. Grateful for the work that's in front of us. Grateful for the team. Grateful for, this is like what I literally dreamed about, is being in this situation. So now it's like, let's take advantage. Let's do what we're meant to do, and let's keep leveling up. So that's what I got for you. Happy Wednesday. 8:15. We're on track. Yeah, all I got to do is set up the day for that's not 8:51. Right? Oh no, 8:12. Yeah, I'm looking at this inverted thing. But yeah, all I got left for today, upload this, set up the day for tomorrow. Inbox is already cleared. And yeah, dare I say that's it. A little bit of a longer one today. So we'll call it here. See you tomorrow. Peace.